just like that. There we go. Well, hello. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Bon dia. Bon dia. Cheers, cheers. Coffee. Coffee. MT. Well, hello. Pentagon 69. Well, hello. Thank you for being here. But thank you for being here. I just started speaking just now. I don't really talk until yes, yes. Hello. I just posted my kitty video. So I will wait for some people to come on in the live chat to get started with what we're going to do and what we're going to talk about, what we're going to do and what we're going to talk about. We're going to do a 420 somewhere. It's 420 somewhere. It's 420 somewhere. Maureen, it's 420 somewhere. Thank you, Pentagon. I actually, people tell me, and I've heard online, to put olive oil in your hair. No, castor oil. Well, I did. I thought maybe it would soak in overnight. I'm not sure that it did, but it's 420 somewhere. 420 somewhere. It's 420 somewhere. This is interesting, kind of still sticky even. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Uh-oh, what happened? She's not plugged in. 420 somewhere. 420 somewhere. This can be the theme song to my show. When you wake up and you bake up and you don't know what time it is, it doesn't really matter. All you need to know is it's 420 somewhere. It's 420 somewhere. It's 420 somewhere. Hi, Andy. Hi. Hi. We're singing songs, Andy. Guten Morgen, wie geht's, Andy? Saba Iso, what is going on with you? Hi, everyone. Hello, everyone. Did it snow where you are? It snowed where I am. Why did it snow? Why did it snow? 2 minutes. Ich bin, spreche Deutsch ein bisschen. Ich studiere in Universidad. It's kind of Spanish, German mixed together. I love languages. I love studying languages. I took German for 2 years at high school. I don't think I did very well, but I do have German dreams. And I like watching German TV shows. They're funny. Funny people, you Germans. 420 somewhere. It snowed here. Where are you guys in the world besides Germany? Did the whole country get snow or just me? Norwegian? I don't know what that is. How do you talk Norwegian? You mean speak in Norwegian. Is it actually a language? Is Norwegian? Oh, wow, did they? Oh, you're in England. Okay. Oh, interesting, S. Are you going through a contested divorce right now? That's usually how it works out. People come on here and they project their shit, honey. I don't do that. What you're talking about, I don't do stuff like that. Norway. Norwegians speak Norwegian, I guess. Hoo! Hee! Hoo! Hee! Hoo! I'm sorry, Andy. Oh, how old am I? I'm 54. I'm 54. How old are you? So what's going on in y'all's worlds today? It's Monday. What are you doing? Is it Monday evening, Monday afternoon, where you are, or something like that? Why aren't you at work? I'm kidding. Don't go to work. Don't ever go to work again. Ooh, it's 4:20 somewhere. 4:20 somewhere. 4:20 somewhere. Cheers, everybody. It's 4:20 somewhere. It's 4:20 right here, right now. If I say in my title, if I say 4:20, that I don't push my video out. Do you guys know that? Like, if they know I'm doing certain stuff, they don't. But if you go on 18 plus, if you do a search on YouTube for 18 plus, you're gonna find all kinds of crazy shit you didn't think was allowed on YouTube. Did you know that? I literally watched a dude put a condominium on his erectile set. The thing that was most shocking to me is the comments. The women were like, I want that in me. I'm like, wow. Not only can you do that on YouTube, but wow. I guess I've never seen a live chat of horny women before. I would try to avoid that. Try to avoid a live chat of horny women. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me tell you what's going on in my life a little bit. Would you like to know? Anybody? Raise your hand if you're interested, because I don't really like sitting around and talking about myself. I do it because I have a live stream and because I'm going on a venture that will be fun to talk about. But what are you guys? Are you all right? Are you guys okay? Do you want to talk about anything? Let's talk about you instead of me. So, if you don't know who I am, welcome. My name is Genevieve Nightingale, and this is Coffee with Dogs, where we solve the problems of the world. Just you and me and my dogs. There's one of them. I'm really stiff. Oh, there's Buddy. There's Buddy. Oh, Buddy. Here, Buddy. There's Shadow. My place is a mess right now because I'm moving. So, like, I've got piles of stuff. Like, everything that doesn't know where to go right now is right there. And really, what's going on is I just don't have enough stuff to pack. I literally just don't have enough stuff to pack. I got a new tactical backpack and side crossbody. I just can't figure out what to put in it. I don't have anything stuff. I don't want any stuff. So, but last night my executive producer got a third one of these cots, and so I have a cot now. I think I might get a sleeping bag too. Because, we're going out to adventure. If you want to follow my adventures with me, you need to go to my Patreon page. It's my private adult community. And when I go out in nature, I do beautiful photo shoots with me in them, of course. But it's adult over there because nature, how when you go out in nature, the trees aren't wearing clothes? Me either. Me either. So, hold on. Sorry about that. So, when I go out in nature and I prefer it. I prefer nature to people in concrete jungles. Yeah, Maureen. I mean, I'm just like, I don't want to take this and 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 this. I just don't want to take a bunch of stuff. And I'm not, so like I bought this tactical crossbody and I can't even figure out what to put in it. And like the clothes, I've got the backpack, big, beautiful tactical backpack. I gave the bigger one to Natalie and got a little bit smaller one for me. And I can't figure out what to put in it. I do have, I'll show you what I did do though. So first of all, this is important. Okay, this is very important. This is an important thing to have with you on the road if you're boondocking, overlanding. We're adventure creators, and so we're making content. So anyway, I was about to tell you my Patreon page is where you'll be able to see more like up to date where we are in the live streams over there and stuff when I'm out in the moment, because I don't want to tell anybody like the world where I'm at and have people show up. So everything will be going through my Patreon and then onto YouTube a few days or a week after we've left that location. So you'll want to start going to my Patreon to get the information when the live streams are, and that's Gen V Night, GenVNIGHT. My new members between now and January 31st will receive, if you're a paid member over there, you'll receive the January calendar month from my Shasta Napa trip. And I'm in those photos, obviously. So that's patreon.com/GenVNight. And that is what we're doing. We overland, I adventure, we're making content, and I'm doing my photography and everything for my Patreon page. And I hope you guys will go over there and hang out with me over on my Patreon page, Gen V Night. Sayed, I'm a nomad. I'm a Levite, nomadic Levite. Yay me. Yay me. Yay me. You know what's interesting is that in society, women are looked down upon for doing OnlyFans. Yet everybody comes on here and wants to know what the OnlyFans link is. But if you do OnlyFans, do you know that you can't travel to certain countries in the world if you've been paid by if you do OnlyFans and stuff like that? They don't want you because you're a dirty, dirty girl. That's why. No, I don't have an OnlyFans. I do have a Fansly though. No, I don't have one, honey. So now you can leave. My Fansly is called Me on the Potty. It's pictures of me on the potty. And if you're very special and get the highest level of membership, you get to see the pictures of what was in the potty. That's all you get. That's it. And it's not a joke. For all you motherfuckers that want OnlyFans, you get me on the potty on Fansly. And you can see pictures of my turds, okay? There you go. If that satisfies you, that's where you want to go. Okay? Me on the potty on Fansly. It's true. I've traveled around the world, and don't you know some of these beautiful like hotels and restaurants and venues have beautiful bathrooms, gorgeous bathrooms. And what, you know, if you're sitting in a gorgeous bathroom, ladies, what are you going to do? Yeah, selfie. And the lighting in some of them are gorgeous. So you got to you got to do a selfie in gorgeous bathrooms. So I've got a lot of these selfies sitting on the toilet, actually. Syed, I don't know what I'm not joining you with anything. You can go to my Patreon page and you can send me direct messages. You can see my members get special treats, but I have a feeling I'm not going to see you over there or really anywhere. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of you because I don't know. I'm going to put you in timeout. I don't think you're adding value to the chat. I'm sorry. You know, I can just sit here and talk blah, 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 blah. It's just boring for me. I really do love it when people come in the chat and we get a good conversation rolling. It's so nice. But if you guys just want to sit here and talk about if I have an OnlyFans or, you know, it's so boring for me. Hi, Iceberg, honey. How are you? Did you come to save the day? Hi, Nick. Please add value to the chat, honey. You're adding value to the chat by being quiet mostly, probably. Do you have any song requests? I feel like a tune coming on. What glasses are these? Weird. The dude. Hi, honey. Cheers. Very happy to see you, everybody, today. If you're new to the channel, subscribe until your bell is solid white or you'll never see me again. My name is Genevieve, and I'm about to head out on an adventure filmmaking, content creating trip for about maybe, I don't know, 8-12 weeks, something like that. Getting ready to head out and do it. Packing up the place and going out in nature. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And we're going to the most iconic locations in this country, the United States, where I live. And to see that more in real time, you'll want to be on my Patreon page, which I've repeated a gazillion times, but one more time. It's Gen V Night. That's my private adult community. If you're offended by nature, that won't work for you then. If you're offended by nature, my page is not for you. Because when I'm in nature, my clothes fall off. And I don't like, we're boondocking. So what we have is, thank you, dude. What we have is a big four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive SUV. And some of the rows have been removed. And we have my executive producer has the Starlink and 2 Jackery solar generators and a bunch of gear for overlanding. Ray, hi, hon. So we're doing a combination of car camping and tent camping, and we're dispersed camping, which is we're not staying at campgrounds. We go off into the wilderness where we try to get as far away from people as possible. There are hip camps that I'm interested in along the way, but we are going to hit the most iconic places, and I'm going to do some of the best content. And now that my producer has arrived on the scene with the good shit, everything's starting to really work. The problems I was having with getting my content from my phone or my camera into my computer is solved. He got this one little thing that plugs into my phone. It dumps it onto a drive that can plug into where he can take it and do his thing, right? Get it to the editors. And then And then he went through my computer. Remember, I was like, my computer is just so full. I can't do anything. And no matter what I do, it just is always full. He's like, oh, I had an account on there that had 40 gigs on it. I go, what? I said, what? Okay. So he got rid of his 40 gig account and a bunch of other stuff. So now my computer can run the Photoshop and run the Premiere. So while we're sitting out in nature, you guys, I can, like, let's say I went on Twitch and just did a IRL live stream, and you can just watch me as I'm putting around the campsite and editing and doing yoga and just like living my day, picking my nose, farting. I don't know. I guess you forget you're on camera after a visit, after a minute. We will be going to available hot springs. Yes, and yes, and yes, and yes, and yes. And going into the root chakra of the earth as well. So it's you guys, I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am. I'm so fucking excited. I would have left like, well, you know, I want to just live like this. This is my thing, and I haven't been out of my continued obligations as a mother. But if you've been here on my channel for a while, raise your hand. Thank you guys for being here, all of you, even if you never speak, even if you're not subscribed. I appreciate you being here, honestly. And I literally did just have Aunt Flo come the other day, so I'm on my period, which if you've been here for a while, you know that's a great thing. Even though I'm 54 years old, I still have my regular periods. And they're bad for me. It's a mood disorder, but it just keeps coming. Thank you. The dude's here. Yes. And you've been here a while. I don't know how often you catch the live streams, but I went through a really bad, like this past, it just like the past several months really took me down. And so thank you, honey. I just need to be out in nature. I cannot do this type of society. I can't do it. I can't live in a box and be around this many NPCs. I need to be out in life, living my life, and that happens in nature for me. And I'm very, very excited. I'm getting to do this right now with my team because they don't realize what's about to happen to them. They don't realize what magical transformations they're about to embody over the next 12 weeks. Really, I have plans through September, October. PC, hi gorgeous. Piece of the Rock is here. So I'm just super excited about that. And I'm super excited to have you guys with me. So do go to my Patreon, Genv Knight, GenVNight for Genevieve Nightingale, like the bird. So my name means White Wave Night Songstress. I edited it just a little bit because the nightingale, Soloveichik, is the baby, the chick of the nightingale bird. And my name, my first name, means white wave. So I interpret that to mean I'm a white wave night songbird chick. Oh, you do? Well, show, do you have did we talk about this before? Do you have a channel? I can't see your channel. So we have done this before a little bit. I mean, a lot, but it was, it was kind of, we weren't traveling and free. we were stationary, but we did live off the grid, and they learned a lot then, and it developed character like a motherfucker. And you know what, you guys, the best way to motivate people and your kids, for example, to be self-sufficient is to just not give them anything. Whether you can or whether you can't. If you don't, they're going to figure it out. Sean, hi, welcome, honey. Did you guys notice I'm not wearing my frownies today? I have like 1 or 2 strips left. So it takes 4. You do 1 upside down here. I don't have to. I could probably get away with 1 right now, because right now it's just the feeling and the sensation when I feel myself starting to frown, I unfrown. So what frownies do is what I've realized, because I've done facial exercises since I was like 23, I don't know. And what frownies do is they don't just isolate and train your face. They actually like uniformly build your muscles. And so that creates the smoothing, is the isolation and uniformly isolating those muscles and building them back up. And that's what fills in the space too, I believe, is that plumped up the muscle. And so like right here, this muscle right here, if you're able to build up this muscle, it is the thing responsible for relieving and relaxing those lines. So like, you know, smiling more, right? Because I don't want to get Botox, but I also don't want to walk around just frowning all the time. But I've also learned that I could use cornstarch and water, warm water and cornstarch, and it makes a sticky paste. Oh, last night I put honey on my forehead, because if you mix honey, egg, and it's egg yolk, egg white, honey, egg white, and olive oil, it corrects your skin microbiome or your skin biome. It repairs your skin, and your skin will feel amazingly soft. You'll be like, whoa, what just happened to my skin? So when you wash your skin and everything, many times you're messing up your natural skin biome. And you can fix it. Look at Dr. Berg's videos. He has tons of videos on things like this. Frank, hi, honey. Ice maker. So I took just honey, and then I put castor oil over the top of it. And it was interesting because it kind of made it wasn't sticky once the castor oil got on top of it, which was interesting. So the honey actually draws water out of the air. It's like hyaluronic acid. I'm wondering if that's where it comes from. Do you know? Does hyaluronic acid come from bee honey? Bee honey draws the moisture out of the air. And so after a while, depending, like if you're in Florida, it happens faster than if you're in Nevada. It draws the water out of the air, and then it's no longer sticky. And the honey is good for your skin. So then I put castor oil over the top of it, and it created a weird, like if you let glue dry on your face, kind of like that. I loved it. I'm going to do it again. So the other stretch, everybody do this. Oh my God, I've been so, no, not like a Biore strip. It's just like, what it would do is make you very aware of how you're moving the muscles in your face. So you could isolate and not continue to frown. This is how you work out your eyes so that you don't end up with tiny, saggy eyes when you're an old person, because it will happen. The problem with our facial muscles, unlike our body, we have an opposing muscle, like a bicep, tricep, quad, glute, hammy. With our face, we don't have anything like that. But with very gentle resistance, you can, I just woke up when I came on with you guys for the most part. With very, very gentle resistance, you can build up and train those muscles and keep your eyelids and different parts of your face stronger as you get older, and you won't have some of the problems that people have as they get older. So like the saggy eyelid deal, look, see this? Gently place your fingers here and then just blink and you'll be able to feel those muscles. And you just want to go ahead and do a rep of 10, you know, when you're sitting in traffic or when you're sitting in the bathtub or whatever. You could just feel these little muscles in here. And if you're blinking and holding them, you're creating a little bit of resistance. Okay, so that helps your eyelids. Gently close them shut and try to open them and look up. It's like lifting weights for your eyelids, but be very, very, very gentle, right? Right? You don't want to hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Oh my God. I need a stretch. I need a good stretch. I did have some ice on last night when I was going to schlafen. Sorry. Schlafen. I had an ice pack on, and now I don't, as you can clearly see. But it's good to stretch in the morning, everybody. You want to do a stretch with me? What about lymphatic drainage? Do you know about that? So your sinuses do get full of stuff, and your lymphatic gets stuck as we age. And if you have an inflammatory diet, water, fluids, extravascular fluids get stuck, and you want to get them out of there, right? How? Massage them gently out of your face, down your eustachian tubes. You'll be able to feel globs of snot running down your throat. You're welcome. Do it. 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 Okay? See, and it needs to go down your throat. I know it sounds gross, and it kind of is. In Ayurveda, all that junk in there, mucus, it's called catarrh. And they say catarrh is the cause of all, it's the root cause of all disease in the body. And I would say that most of the disease in the mind is caused because of disease in the body. Now, you want to take your thumbs and these little hollows right here in your neck. Give those a little massage, right? Because the fluids in your head, the circulation in your head gets constricted. Give that a good massage. Get the blood flow going. Let the fluids release out. Let the blood flow get in and breathe. Give a little massage down these muscles here. Now, I go crazy with it. I always do everything so over the top hard, and I don't realize that I'm doing it at all. I just do everything to 11. Who gets the reference? Drop it in the comments if you get the reference. I do everything to 11. Turn it up to 11, baby. Tea time, did it, boy. Okay, so you want to get here and here, right? Not only this here, when it comes to your head, your face, your circulation, getting the bloat out of your face, the extravascular fluids, right? This stuff needs to get out. This tension here prevents the circulation in your face and in your head. These muscles are very important that you keep them relaxed. And for me, it's one of the main sources of my problems. So you'll see me like all the time on my streams. I'm always working on like really all of my muscles. So that is that. Now, the other thing about your head, your face, your cranial circulation, the oxygen in the blood that gets into the flow of your brains. How well are you functioning? So your nostrils feed opposite sides of your brain. Usually, and throughout the day, it might change. Interestingly, I've learned for people, it can change throughout the day, but usually you'll have a dominant side. I think this is my dom. I'm right-brained. I feed more oxygen to my right brain on a regular than my left. I'm fairly balanced today, though, and this is because of the self-care that I do in draining out these lymph and sinus yucks, okay? If your face is puffy and yucky like that and you don't like it, just do this with me, okay? So you can also balance your nostrils as well, darling. And what you would do if you wanted to do it sort of like correctly according to Ayurvedic prescription, yoga, you use your ring and pinky. You close off your nose just under the bone with your thumb here and your ring finger here. And you would breathe in for a count of 4, big inhale, or 6, or whatever. And hold it for a moment and then out. Wait, you start on an inhale and breathe out. So and 8 out. And then in for 4. Close it, switch sides, exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. That was kind of not 4, but whatever. You don't have to do it as hard as I do, you guys. I'm way too aggressive. I get it. Close it up, switch it, exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Close, switch, exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Okay. So if you were to do several rounds of that, what it ultimately does is it clears out there's nothing that I could blow out of my face right now. It's a lot of inflammation, basically, from what? I don't know. It's inflammation and it needs to release that stuff, and it will. When you're doing that, you're breathing maybe 3 breaths a minute. right? So you can also hold between breaths and do locks, bandha locks. I do teach that here on the channel. So if you're interested in things like that, more Ayurvedic leaning lifestyle, I'm certainly, I mean, oh my God, do, I wouldn't call myself a yogi because there are real yogis that really have a daily, they grew up with, they grew up on it. I kind of grew up on it, but I had to find it myself. And although it is a core desire and nature, it's very natural. The like Mediterranean diet and Ayurveda go kind of hand in hand for me. It's just my nature. So I do try to teach that. And as I learn or as I remember, because I actually was far more actualized when I was maybe 18, 19, 20, 21, and as a child, but life has a way, right? So we can't be a monk on the mountaintop. We've got to come down and live it and experience it. And some of those experiences can create body trauma and energetic traumas where, you're no longer breathing properly. You're no longer in balance. Your body, your hemispheres of your brain are not being fed evenly. So stick around, subscribe until your bell is solid white, because I teach you my lifestyle. I teach you everything from what hair products I use to how to breathe, to how to pull up your parts, ladies. Like, I had a baby at home, okay? I know how to get those parts back up where they belong. Someone came on here one time. It was funny. And Hannah deleted them so fast I couldn't see what they said, but it was so gross. And it was something about my booty. And I was like, I don't even know what that was. And I had to Google it. And I'm like, yeah, no, not me. And it's important that you keep your body parts in place, especially now that people are sitting more and more than ever. You want to make sure that your body parts, your private parts, are where they're supposed to be. And there's very, very simple methods of doing this on a daily, and it's not Kegels. More people are becoming aware of pelvic floor lifting and what that is. But I have a very easy way of getting to exactly pinpointing the pelvic floor. And it's a lifestyle. Your booty hole and your eyes are both orifices. They're sphincter muscles, sorry. They're sphincter muscles. They open and close like this. Your eyes, and your sphincters down here, you want to keep them healthy, or else they're not going to work right when you get older. And I also teach stuff like, we have in the past had conversations about like special secret stuff that happen between, like, sexual adult stuff. If you want those adult conversations, though, that's the lives that will be while I'm traveling more and can't reveal my location. That'll be happening on the Patreon. As a matter of fact, every day I wake up, I need to remember Patreon first. My Patreon members do come first. My YouTube members are my core. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being with me all this time. My Patreon members, I know I've been neglecting you guys a little bit. I've been trying to put up really good content for you over there. But as far as the live streams over there, when I'm traveling, you guys will get firsties because it's private. And when I'm in nature, you know that if my clothes fall off, I don't have to worry about anything. So it's adult community over there. I'm an adventure not nature photographer. I'm a fucking adventure photographer. I've been a photographer. I'm fourth generation professional. One of my crewmates is fifth generation professional, which is fantastic. So let me see what's going on. I just have been rambling here, haven't I? How are you? 99 Sabapo. Alejandro Sayed. Hi guys, how are you doing? How are you? What's happening? Ich habe viel Hunger. Can you hear my stomach going? Salem, Salem, Shalom, Salem, and Shalom. Namaste. It's chilly. Why isn't my heat coming back on? I don't know. Well, it's 8 o'clock almost. If you guys do not know me, I appreciate you stopping on by. My name is Genevieve Nightingale, and I'm very complicated. This channel is where we solve the problems of the world. Many of the things that are complicated about me maybe will be insightful for you. Maybe the way I live my life. Hi, Jeffrey. Maybe the lifestyle that I choose to live. Maybe who knows what. But I appreciate you being here and subscribing. Smash that bell until it's solid white for all notifications, or there's a really good chance you like literally won't ever see my channel again. I post content about my dogs. That's Buddy. And that's Shadow behind me. And we're about to go on a big overlanding adventure. Okay, well then, if you want me to stay, you guys need to talk to me, because I get bored talking to myself. You know, what is going on? I'd love to have a fantastic, interesting conversation. Would anybody like to tell me anything current in the world that's happening that I should know about from a non-biased, non-political standpoint? Yes, so we do video the adventures. My adventures will be available for you in more real time on my Patreon page, Gen V Night. Thank you, Maureen. I appreciate that. You don't have to have a conversation with me. I know some people, I like to just listen to at times to live streamers. You have cats? I have a cat. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Habibi, 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 habibi. So what I found is caryophyllene, terpinolene, and humulene. Me likey. Me likey. Maxwell and Sadie. Interesting. If you named them Maxwell and Sade, those would be two very great chill R&B singers. Ganja. Alexa, play songs by Bob Marley. I can't believe I'm not doing Bob Marley Sunday.
Songs by Bob Marley on Amazon.
They'll stop sharing my channel, you guys. So please like the channel, because now that I'm playing music that's copyright, they'll stop pushing it out. So if you like the channel and you're commenting, maybe they'll keep pushing it out. Don't worry about a thing. No. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. Cause every little thing to do is gonna be alright. To buy and get the boot to buy money. So I sat by the rising sun to do 3 little birds step out and do sit by my doorstep. Oh, sing it out, super do as a melody should go do. Oh, I don't know the words necessarily. This is a message for you. Singing, don't worry about a thing. do, 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 do. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry, no bad thing. 'Cause every little thing do be gonna be alright. Two great products, especially by my doorstep. Bad thing. See, it went dark and then we're losing people because, oh, my phone rang. Okay. I get worried a little bit. I don't want YouTube blocking you guys from seeing the channel where we solve the problems of the world. And like, what? Cheers. Don't worry. Look at, I've really messed myself up. I need to get some gloves. Now, this is where I burned myself, but then I was reaching into a cupboard, and when I pulled my hand out, the edge of the inside was sharp, and it just took that off, starting all over from scratch. Alexa, skip. No man, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Alexa, skip. I do not like these glasses. Gloves, hard hat, safety glasses. No, none of them. Good morning, Val. How are you? Do you all know the story of the Igbo people? Is anyone here of the Igbo tribe? Anybody at all? The Igbo people, the Igbo dynasty, it was the most powerful kingdom in North Africa, and the British would go and try to trade with them and stuff, you know, and they made most amazing things. The artistry, they were artisans and they did everything. They didn't need anything from the British. There was nothing they could trade. The British just had to literally just buy from them. Well, don't you know, when it came time for some slave trading, they were very interested to take down that kingdom. Well, they finally did get the chieftain of the Igbo people. So on the way over, on the boat, underneath, laying around in shit and shackles, and salt water. Can you even imagine? No, you cannot. He was a leader for a reason. We don't know how he did it exactly. But when he went off the edge in his chains, everybody followed him willingly. They flew home. live standing, right? What? Die standing? Something like that. Anyway, he convinced everybody just to walk off the edge of the boat. There's nothing that anyone is going to be able to do to stop it. Once 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 get going, they can't stop it. And they all did it, and they went. And the legend goes in that area. I forget exactly where it is. It's in Florida. No, it's in West Virginia. Virginia? Oh, now I don't remember. Shoot, does anybody know? In this one particular area, they say that at night you can hear the chains. You can hear their chains rattling. And the Igbo people flew home. Oh, pampering. Must take pampering. I'm a little emotional. So my children are descendants of some very powerful people. The Igbo people and the Levites. The Levites were the ones in the Bible who were the most holy, but would exact violent justice. Over holy. They would exact violent justice to redeem holiness. Does that make sense? It didn't make sense to me for a long time. I really struggled with it. Because how am I of a people, and why would I want to follow a creator, a God, who told me and my people to slaughter 3,000 of my other people, and we did it? But then you have to go back and look at Levi. When I understood what Levi did and why, I was like, that's totally something I would do. Then I understood. But it took going back and understanding that, and then going back even to Jacob. Okay? And understanding that. You know, Jacob was supposed to obtain his father's inheritance, but because it was stolen, basically through deception, because his mother was like, oh, do this and do that, because she was kind of, jealous and went about it the wrong way. You can't trick your way into your divine connection. You just can't. But so then Jacob's progeny were all cursed, remember? So then Levi is of that progeny. Well, Levi and Reuben, remember their sister Levi and Reuben went out to exact violent justice for their sister. And they did. Remember what they did? Well, the people themselves were like, oh my God, what the fuck did you do? But God was like, okay, that was really bad, but you know what? I kind of liked it. I get why you did it. I kind of liked it. So then when you go to 3,000 of these Hebrews doing exactly what they were just told not to do, out of how many thousands? 100,000. 3,000 of them are doing this worship thing, and God is like, yeah, that's totally going to mess up the whole thing from now on. You need to get rid of all of them. Now, you could say, why didn't they just send them back? I don't know. I would have maybe sent them back, but I'm not, So, he told the Levites to do it. He knew they'd do it because their Levi went with Reuben, his brother, and exacted violent justice for their sister. Tell me, are you preaching justice? Oh my God. Oh my God, that's amazing. That's an amazing story. Oh shit. So that's I don't want to say hilarious because it's your family, but it's kind of. But anyway, how are you not going to have an affair with the captain? That's a natural thing for a woman to do, fawn over the whoever's in charge of your life. Okay, so when he needed to exact violent justice, then it was on the Levites because the Levites will do it. I regularly want to exact violent justice, but I don't do it. And I did look, I've never, it's kind of weird, you guys. I'm not preachy. I'm not trying to proselytize at all. But I've always been like this. I've always known I was creator made. But I wanted understanding. I want understanding. I want to know what's up. Well, okay, but you don't get it in like direct, like, well, I mean, you kind of do get direct handbook. I learned the handbook is actually the book. The book. That's the handbook. That's the very good quality spiritual handbook. So, once I realized that Levi did what he did and that the Levites were told to do what they did and did it, because I really struggled with that. Like, what kind of creator would do that, right? But then I also have to understand that we are like AI. We are programs. There are NPCs. What if you were a programmer and let's say you created a world like in Minecraft and you wanted to create like, all those villagers, those are NPCs. That's the real life shit. Those are the zombies running around. Let's say you wanted to create a new like race of Minecraft people. And you did, and then a whole handful of them were really messed up and bugged. Like they got a bug. What would you do? Well, you'd do the bug fix thing, right? You'd run the bug fix program. Well, the Levites are the bug fix program. And sometimes the bug fix program means you patch it and then you rewrite that and then you update the whole code and that gets wiped out. Sometimes you need to wipe out a virus. And I think that the golden calf worshippers were like a computer virus. They were going to spread. It's just like they were told to slaughter all the Canaanites and they didn't do all. And forevermore, those are the same people. Those descendants are the thing that is the problem. And I'm not saying it was right or wrong. I am not one to know what's really going on and judge how to make it happen. It's like being inside of a maze and thinking you know the way when someone is up there telling you which way to go because they can see the whole maze. I can see the whole maze. Just do it. It's like in the Matrix when Morpheus is guiding Neo out of the offices when the agents first show up. Just do it. Do it now. Go now. You don't know why you're being told to do a certain thing. You're just being told to do it and you just need to fucking trust and do it. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Let's see. We need moderators in here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, my regular subscribers. Thank you to my members. I love you guys for being here with me. Members especially, you guys really need to know that more than ever now on my different channels the support that you have shown is life-saving and life-affirming. It's giving us the ability to do this. And those of you who found your way to the Venmo, it's pure gold. Many thanks. Those Patreon members and Venmo members, they'll be mentioned in the credits under the production, you know, somewhere like executive producers are the ones who fund it. That's you guys. Thank you so much. Who else needs to be modded? All right. So then, my children are not only descendants of the Igbo tribe and the Levites. Their grandfather, Moses Cruz, from the islands, man, an islander. Tell me about that genetic descent. I don't know anything about it, really. Yes, honey. You're welcome. So you can just do whatever you want with people that are being stupid and not adding value to the chat. Now, a certain amount is helpful because it boosts the chat, because the numbers and the activity do boost the chat. So you can leave some of it, especially if I'm not paying attention to it and you don't care. If you don't care, I don't care. Oh my God, mother flip nuts. Help me, help. Help. Oh my God, you guys, when's the last time you got a good stretch in? This is another thing we do on the channel. If people are interested, it's easier for me to do yoga when it's warm. When it's cold, I just want to kind of bundle up and sit here. Hi. Do you want to meet other kitty? Come here. What do you want? Come here. Come here. Hi. Come here. I must have done something to my whole arm because my wrist is messed up and my muscle is sore and my elbow is super, super stiff. So I probably did something stupid. I know I did many stupid things, but I'm not sure which of them made me stiff and sore. Oh my God. No, I literally just, we're packing up this place and moving out of it and going on an overlanding movie making content creating thing for what, who gets to see where we're going, what we're doing, and all the nature involved, me and you on my Patreon. So I've been lifting things that are like, I've just been stupid. So I'm gonna have to not do that. Lifting weights. Oh, it makes you feel feminine or gay. I understand. There are things in yoga you probably wouldn't be able to do strength-wise, though. It's just a different kind of thing than lifting weights. It's just different. It's a different strength. Yeah, like cardio, you mean? Planking. Okay. See that, or side even, that kind of stuff. It's all strength. And the weightlifter people don't have those little muscles, so there's a lot missing there. No offense. kitty. Oh, I'm sorry. I just like, come here. Let me see you. Oh. There's Shadow. Shadow loves the kitty and he's jealous too. They need baths. They need to get all cleaned up. They need baths, teeth brushed, and nails clipped before the trip. Don't you? Although brushing teeth and clipping nails is a good trip activity. So what are you saying, Vale? When you hit your 40s, you gained weight? Is that what you're saying? Your breath smells like something horrible happened in your mouth. Get out of her butt. Get out of there. This is Shadow. Ugh, his mouth smells gross. Let me see what's going on in your gross mouth. Ew. The other thing too is he gets dirty behind his mouth folds right here. You're such a good boy. Oh my goodness, you're a good boy. We're missing some of our members. And I'm sorry. New guy. Hi, honey. Good morning. Ooh, it's snowing again. Dinner. Hi. Look. Yeah, Justin, I don't think that's probably what it is. I don't know, maybe. I mean, it could also be that he's a nearly 6-year-old dog and he just needs his mouth brushed. I think I'll do a video on that too, because that would be a good video, right? People would be interested to know how to brush your dog's teeth. Oh yeah, cool, Maureen. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad that you did that. And it's about balance. Sometimes, you know, people go mod crazy. I think it's really important to like read the room. Me. There's times that sometimes like I will get triggered by that stuff. Sometimes I will not at all get triggered by it. Sometimes you don't want to see it. Sometimes the chat doesn't want to see it. All that stuff is great. Knowing that, Shadow, knowing that chat frequency is really, really good for the numbers of the chat and increasing the chat. So it's a balance. So do you guys use castor oil in your hair? Does it sink in? Or does it just make it? It seems like maybe it sinked in a little bit, so I'm testing something, right? I wanted to show you a couple of things that I've done, and this is essential for you guys if you ever want to, right, overland or whatever. One of these things is so super helpful. You have a handle there? No. Oh, here it is. obviously you can prop up your phone on this thing at an angle or whatever. You can use this for a variety of things. You can set it on your lap. You can blah, 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 blah. The other thing is because it's got bean bags, you can set it across the top of a box. Let's say like this cube. I can turn this cube into my desk and it's level, right? So I can make a workspace wherever out of anything. Now this cube is important. And for this, it's important to know you need it loose a little bit. You need loose beans. Made in China. I can't wait till things are manufactured in America again, you guys. That will go on my trip with me, yes. The other thing I like about it is that when I cover, like I could put it like this to cover something, let's say. I have something in the driver's seat and I cover it like this. Not driver's seat, whatever. It's black. Like it just blacks it out. Black while you're traveling is really important. Just cover the whole thing in a black, like a huge black blanket, and it's invisible inside. And while you're driving down the road, you don't have a bunch of shit like bags and things reflecting on the windows inside. It's just black. Okay, let me show you the cube now. The contents of the cube. So this is something that I don't need to access often. So this will go like kind of buried and shoved away, but accessible. Watch. And the nice thing is, obviously, I can see where everything is. So what I have here is just like a tiny little resistance training thing, right? Now, you may say, why? If you do yoga. Well, because resistance is very healthy and good. And the other thing is, I like to have weird things with me that aren't represented anywhere else in my overlanding situation. Like these, we might use these for something else. You never know. Maybe we'll need who knows? So I do like to have things that could be MacGyvered, all right? I love that. I didn't really watch the show that much, but I get the reference. So this I might need. This one is just my occasional hair care. There's like my daily hair care, which is in there. It's in a fanny pack that goes with this whole thing so that I could have a little set of matching things. So this is my occasional hair care. It's got the dry shampoo that I've not used but might try because I put castor oil in my hair. And other occasional things for hair. I thought about not bringing these things, but I'm like, no, I need them. But only once in a while. So they're going in the occasional bag. Down here, I've got every kind of med that I have. Like Alka-Seltzer plus cold DM to anti-nausea pills, prescriptions, to if we're nuclear bombed, those pills, the iodine ones or whatever you're supposed to take for the fallout, I've got those. Oh, I have one of those humongous sleeping bags that's that thermal thing, the heat sleeping bags. And then I have a fire kit, you guys. You have to have a fire kit. 2 lighters. And then I've got 2 matchbooks in there with the strike things. I had to separate it out because it was too big. And then here, I've got literal dryer lint and lint that I pulled off of my sweater shaver. That starts fires. I don't want lint in there though. And then further down in here, I've got a sewing kit and I've got that white kit. I already don't remember what it is. the intention is to label. Oh, everything needed for swimming. I have an athletic swim bathing suit in there, plus a hair thing for long hair, goggles, nose, and ears in case I had to swim across the English Channel to rescue you. So this needs to be labeled. Yeah, you've got to have like a multi-tool. So these are occasional things. So this gets kind of packed away, right? But I do need to like label each one so I know what's, it's better if these were clear. Now I understand those cubes, the packing cubes that I didn't get because I'm like, well, I'm not really taking a suitcase. I don't know if I'll need packing cubes. Now I do understand. And that one, I've just had that. That actually originally held like a comforter set or sheet set or something. So I think I might have moved it. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, here's a frowny. I'm trying to figure out which bag to use. This one? What to put in it. This holds so much. This holds so much. So I've got my doll. It's actually Pampering, and my other Pampering, but it's like there's too much room in here. And then I've got this one. This one holds the gun. You know, boom, boom, pew, pew. And it's nicer. I don't necessarily, I'm not a dirty person. I'm not going anywhere muddy yet. For protection. I'm not weird, you're weird. I'm not weird, you're weird. I'm not weird, you're weird. I like these a lot. Yeah. Dams. Hey, how you been? So then because I wear it on this side, I have an extra clip for something, which is nice. This is nice. The thing that both of these bags are missing and why they were on sale, this should be a handle, but it isn't. That should be a handle. I mean, there's this, but this should be a handle or a hook to hang it by. I can add one. And this also needs a handle or hook to hang it by. You can't hang it by that because that you need to open it. Hi, Cherry Blossom. When? I'm not sure when. What was I doing when you asked? I'm comparing these two bags for my trip, adventure out, overlanding, off-road. Look, this, you'd be shocked at what I've been able to do with this thing. I've used this a gazillion times, and there's even a couple pieces missing. This has been through it. That needs a good sterilization and wash. I don't remember the last thing I used it on. You'd be shocked how sharp these are. Oops, I'm showing you so I can't see what I'm doing. This is a legit screwdriver. Now, would I be able to use this now? You got to maybe also be able to connect it to something else, but I literally, with this and this, these two tools right here, I spliced my main heater hose together back, onto the thing after it cooled down, added the water, and we went on our way. That's right. That happened in real life. It also has a laser beam that I can DEW with, or whatever it's called. Ooh. That may have quit working. I've had this for 13 years. Oh my God, what in the fuck is that? Oh, I can replace the battery. I've never seen that. The battery could do more than just power that light, though. Now, there was a pen and a pin in it. I need to get another one. And the magnifying glass, of course, so you can start a fire. I love this thing. I've used it so many times for so many different things. What? For none of them can stop the time. Oh, no, 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 no. So back around to the other stories, that the three main genetics that my children are descended from, I think, are super cool. It's like a super cool blend, interesting blend, right? Aw, Val, what's your puppy's name then? It's all I ever had. Redemption song. Bear. Bear, Bear. Hi, Bear. Hi, Bear. That's how I dance. Bear, Bear. Whip, 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 whip. Alexa, Simon said.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Anyway, so learning how to use a tactical bag is really interesting too, because these straps come in handy. Normally the straps would be on the bag itself, and it is not. But you can get your own straps, and you could put things on here that don't require the straps. Then this one, I don't know. We'll see. The thing is like that, almost that whole entire cube I just showed you could probably fit in here. Doesn't seem like it, but it could, I think. But then I'd be stuck with this as like my over daily. Like, I don't know. So that's like what I've been doing because I'm condensing, and it's amazing how much stuff I don't have. Do we need to time this person out? We'll just hide them. Ich nicht spreche viel Deutsch, so spricht Englisch in meine Chat bitte. Danke. Nice, new guy. Thank you. I'm glad. You guys, Bob Marley on Sunday. That's what it's about. Have y'all ever seen the woman who collected her hair that fell out of her head? She had double-sided tape on the wall, and she would just stick it on the strip. And she collected so much hair that she made an extension of her own hair that she could wear on her head. Is that a good idea? Would you like that if I made an extension of my own hair? Anonymous. Oh, I think you're trying to be funny. It didn't hit, but we'll see if the mods let you continue your little comedy shtick. Your shtick. So I do need gloves, though. I mean, I'm really fucking myself up, and I realize that it's not just a matter of cutting myself. It's if something gets infected, I'm screwed. I mean, not really. Look at a baby extension. I could make bangs of my own hair extension. And I quit shaving my armpits there. Oh, Anonymous. I'm sorry that you're so sad today. Maybe you should have a timeout. Do you think you can turn that frown upside down? Thank you, Jack. I keep hurting myself. And, you know, this is another reason why I won't have a purse with zipper that I have to reach in and out of, because it cuts up my hands. Raymond, hello. Oh, sweetie. Obviously, you're upset in your life and you want to barf that on other people. It's boring to us. We'll love on you if you want to stay, or you can go. You can get love done here. Oh my goodness. Mods, you're welcome to do whatever. You can't get anyone on your own channel, so you're here trying to get love through rejection. That's what's sad. The only way you can get love is through being rejected. I'm sorry. You know, trolls, they want to control something. That's why they're called trolls. They want to control. They want to make it go in the opposite, conversely. That's my etymological definition of troll. They want to control. Like convince is a con man. A troll is someone who wants to control, but they want to troll it in the converse direction. They want to be contrary. Well, I get that they're narcissistic, but they just want to control the chat. See, they've got us talking about them. Now watch what happens when we completely ignore them and they have no more control, although that's already done it. So now we're going to do a social experiment. The next troll gets zero attention. No one mention them. No one read their stuff. Nobody time them out. No one do anything. Just watch. They'll tantrum in the chat. They'll get so vicious. Just completely ignore them because they want control. Don't give them any. Watch what happens. They'll freak the fuck out. Ignore trolls. Because it's the control that they're after. Of any type. Any type. They don't care. Just any kind of control. Either getting timed out. They're like, did it. They go from chat to chat to chat to chat, exerting control over the chat by getting timed out even if no one ever talks to them. So that's what I'm saying. Now let's get back to the real topic, which is this beautiful tree that's being snowed on outside. Look at how beautiful it is. New guy, no. You can. Sometimes I try to, but that was last year. You know, it's interesting. Well, it's not really interesting. Never mind. I was going to talk about something that's completely not interesting. Hey, cowboy, what's going on? Howdy. Where you been? What's going on? How's your shoulder? What do I do with this one? Do I pull it? Kitty, kitty. Come here. Well, I hope you're looking at me on your phone and not your big screen. Come here. Hi, baby. We did get a little bit sidetracked there, huh? I was asking about castor oil in the hair. I just went through my cube with my hair stuff in it. I have way less stuff than I thought. You know, because I was like, I don't know, am I still minimal? And as I'm figuring out like what I need and what I have, I'm like, yeah, I really, really am. I've got all these little bags and stuff that I just don't have enough stuff to fill it with. Kitty, do you want to live in the backpack? Because I don't really need it. I'm sure I'll figure it out. And then there's my plants. What am I going to do? They're going to have to come along with me. What I've always wanted to do is have a rooftop garden. Until the philosophy which old one race superior and another inferior is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned. Everywhere is war. It's a war that until they're no longer first class and second class citizens of any nation. She hates me now. She's like, we've never done this before. Kitty Olympics. Oh, how's everything going? It's going slow. It's going a little slow for me, but I didn't get the roof rack yet. I don't know if I'm gonna need it. I'm sure I will. I just don't have that much stuff, honestly. I just don't need stuff. It was really hard for me to figure out how to use 3 rooms in my house. There was always an empty room. No matter what we did, there was always there's an empty room now. I moved out of that bedroom that I was in because now I'm here. Nobody used the living room. We have always got an empty room. We all pretty much exist in our rooms, and then in the kitchen area, main, area, right? I mean, we don't really need like a living room to sit around and watch movies. We don't do that. We could, but we also can do the Oculus where we're So I took one of these. I actually made a video. It's not a video that's in any kind of edited form yet. Corey's little bed. This thing folds up so tiny. And I put it, so the inside of my car is 9 feet by 5 feet. Functionally, I mean, like literally I can lay one of these flat inside if I wanted to, right? So I laid on, I'm like, this thing is comfortable. Y'all know I've got issues with like sleeping wherever. I sleep on the floor. I love sleeping on my couch because I kind of roll back into it a little bit. It's a recliner. So it rolls me back in, and like I don't move all night, and I'm so comfortable, and I wake up just a happy baby. What is that? It's like, how do I emulate in utero? I need to be swaddled. I don't sleep well on a flat surface. Even last night, this was a flat surface. So I did fine. I was just a little cold because I turned the heat way down. Because I was like, let's be cold. I don't know. You guys, I'm weird. I just do stuff like that. I don't know. Let's be cold. So the reason why I did that too is because I wanted to test for a very long time, because I've been like this forever. I've had this silk. This is a silk, like cocoon sleeping bag. See? And it's by this company. And you get in there, but it also holds your pillow. This is key. All sheets should have this, you guys. Literally. Especially if you use a silk pillowcase. And if you don't use a silk pillowcase, all I gotta say is like, why? Why not? Why wouldn't you use a silk pillowcase? Mike, hi. Oh my God. Oh. Don't read my palms. Look at that scar. You see that? That's the one where it went spurting across the room and then it fell off the drape and I saw it. I'm like, I know this is the Matrix. Because why would I be looking right there the second that little drip of blood went bloop? Look at that one. That one. See that? Straight to the bone. Yeah. That's the one where I got bit by a dog at a Super Bowl party, and then I got 104 temperature, but still went in the studio and sang the song. Because that's what I do. Oh, my coffee's gone. Oh. All right, I gotta get coffee. So literally, in my upper extremities, my scars are all from dogs. And my knee extremity, dog. That surgery over there, not dog, ice. Dogs. Dog, 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 dog. Fuck. You think? Fuck. I love dogs though. Oof. How'd you do that, Mike? This was from a dog. Like, rookie mistake. I'm throwing the ball for the dog up the alley. And one time I throw it underhand and she goes for it in my hand. Bang, in, bonk. And it was like, Alexa, stop. Okay. Help me. Oh, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. Help me. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh. I'm not being dramatic. I am not. That is real. All of it. So look at it. Everything's been moved out. This area is gear. Oops. So this is all dog gear. This area is gear and my jacket. But the thing is that like that's empty. Those two are empty and that's empty. And so the gear could easily fit in all that could disappear into those bags. And then there's this shit that's like super optional and I'm starting to really not want to take any of it. You know, why would I take any of that shit? I might, maybe I want to play Bop It while I'm on the road. Maybe we want to play adulting. Maybe while I'm on the road, I'd like to learn how to adult. Maybe I would like to talk to my plants or listen to them. How about that? Or maybe I'm just going to want to schlafen Sie bitte. Wirklich schlafen? Ich will, haben Sie wirklich, schlafen Sie bitte. Ja. Do you see what I just did? Oh, M-G. Oh, wait. Shit. No. It must be very careful. It's top secret. Let's see if I can do it again. Christian, hello. Darling, yeah, I don't know you, you know. Oh my God. There. What was I gonna do? Coffee. Coffee. It's not really coffee. It is really coffee. It's half coffee. They call it half calf. I think that someone clever could make a brand with that in mind. And the logo would be something like half calf. Whatever. I don't expect you to be able to see in my brains. I projected it. Maybe you saw it. Maybe you didn't. I don't know how to help you. I don't know how to help you. This is the kitty station. This is becoming the cooking station. I'm just consolidating everything and putting everything we use here and figuring out exactly how it would go. This isn't necessarily what it's going to be inside of. Everything's going to get consolidated into travel gear. Like the plates are going to get packed and become traveling plates. So. But see, this can also be my little desk. I was sitting here the other day, remember? And this is a fantastic, this is a must-have. The meat thermometer, it's important to have a good meat thermometer. Ooh, I bet those batteries will go in here. My producer got some new batteries, and I think this will work because it was kind of looking a little wonky the other day. Oh, I get it. I'm like, what did I have in there? My coffee. So that will all condense down into something, and then we've got the gas stove that runs on those little butane propane tanks or whatever, you know, so I can flip up some pancakes. Think I don't when you know I do? Look, when I'm out of this concrete cube, I don't have to worry about this anymore. I'm already not worried about this anymore. Can you tell? Christian, are you gonna be all right? So the tool drawers, maybe, hey, listen, someone like Cowboy could advise, look, my tool drawer broke down into that bucket. It doesn't have all the screws and shit that's in it. Look, I can use the bucket as a desk. I'm all about using shit as a desk, as you can clearly tell. There we go, look at that. This is why I have to have a gorilla. See, right now, I have the phone on my original gorilla that I lent to my progeny. Does it work for you, darling? Is my camera lens dirty? I bet it is. 1 second, let me, oh. I guess it's easier for me just to do this than that. I'm not really sure where the camera is exactly, but this is my office chair. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss my chair. It's just in the kitchen because I moved everything out of that room except for my secretary desk and the large painting, which I did. I pressed it. I thought it would fit in my car, but it's not going to. I pressed it flat. I'm actually going to have to gently fold it. And the painting fits. It's the hangers that I can't remove. The ends of the hangers, you know, that have those long pointy spire things, whatever they're called. That's not coming off. And so I got to go ahead and unpack and refold gently. Like maybe around a big thing. I don't like packing that painting in any way that's, I don't know. What else? The dogs, everybody's, yeah, it's just kind of winding down. It's Sunday, got to get the big shit out of here. I'm just so excited. And the more stuff I realize I don't need to take and I'm not taking, and the more stuff, the more I realize I just don't have a lot of stuff. I mean, if I take every single stupid tool I have, which are stupid. I used to have a good toolkit, but I also had a little kid who liked tools. And I did repeatedly instill, organization and keeping them clean and organized and where they belong and that each one has a place and da 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 da. Okay. But still a young child, and I'm sure the lessons sank in. Ultimately, they will keep the tools where they need to be. But at the same time, I wanted to support the kid being into tools, and going out and making shit and creating stuff. And so my tools, a lot of them ended up out in the Baldwin Lake bed in Big Bear Lake. Yeah. Down at the end of Lone Tree Road. When you look at it from Google Earth, it's like fucking Sanford and Son. So when I lived there, I accidentally fell in love with a guy. And when we accidentally got married for 4 months, my father went and Google Earthed this dude's property and was like, it looks like Sanford and Son. Because he just didn't know how to organize his stuff because he was always busy. I don't know. So I tried to help Finzi better. It didn't really work though, but when you looked at it from Google Earth, it definitely did look like Sanford and Son, and it was embarrassing, and I tried really hard. I was very, helpful, but you can lead a horse, right? You can lead a horse. What do you mean? What happens in April? Yep, people tell me that all the time. So you retire in April? Are you retiring early? Are you moving up early? April this year? What the fuck? Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis, Jew, Ashkenazi, probably, You know who else I look like if I just relax all the muscles in my face? I look just like Frida, the artist. Oh my God, cowboy. Awesome, right here. High five. 10, 20. Good for you. Praise Jesus. Good for you. Yeah, thank you, cowboy. I know, right? But I do the same thing. I tell people that they look like people, but usually they have never been told that because I see things that people don't see. Because I'm an artist and a makeup artist. So when I would work on people's faces, after a minute it would sink in. I'm like, oh, I know who it is. Boom. You look exactly like, boom. So I'm washing all my clothes and drying the F out of them on fluff mode to pull out as much dog hair out of everything as possible, you guys. I mean, I've done my best, but shit. So no, I don't take it that way, Blair, at all. Not at all, darling. I don't take it that way at all. It's all to the good, honey. I know what you mean. Oh, what did I do? I've got to stop doing stupid shit. There's nothing and no one who can stop me. That is the problem. No, I need to turn that around because I am about to do some shit, you guys. And I don't know. I need to just take it easy. I really just need to take it easy. It's so hard for me to take it easy, though. Ah. Listen, you guys have got to be on my Patreon. That's all I'm going to say. When I get out of here, you're not going to be able to see me live as much with like location reveals because it's got to. We know people are crazy, don't we? We don't need to be revealing locations, and so I would have left like 2 weeks ago. I'm so ready to leave. I'm so ready to leave. Oh, I mean, it's all I can do. You know what I don't have? I do have a list of things that I need, you guys, and maybe you know what other stuff I might need, but I don't have any alpaca yarn. I wish I had an alpaca to come with me too. Now, do the people in Peru, do they ride the alpaca or just pack them? Or are those really llamas? And do they say llamas or do they say llama? I don't know. You're going to be on my Patreon? Okay, but please don't be offended by what happens there. It's adult stuff, nothing crazy. It's just naturalist vibe, okay? I'm out of the box. I'm a Leo. I can't help it. I get freaky in nature. I'm not doing well, I mean, just if you're a neurodivergent woman, you'll be okay over there. Yes, Paul, I do know. I know. Do you know? Soul of Himalaya. Oh, I like it, Vale. You know what? Oh my God, I was so in love with an RN. He was the lead, he was the head nurse. Mark the nurse. Oh my God. He just was so smart and funny. And he got my jokes and he knew what I was talking about. That was the amazing thing. I could throw out some science. I could throw out some acronyms and he'd be like, oh, that was nice. And he spent like time with my kids and he smoked cigars, which I like, and that was nice. But he had some beliefs and I didn't need to be part of that. Like his beliefs scared the fuck out of me. So I had to go. He had some self-fulfilling prophecy kind of stuff going on. I was like, yeah, no, you're not going to self-fulfill that prophecy on us. Lovely human being, though. Brilliant, 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 and funny. He did comedy. That's why I'm saying comedy about being an RN. Mark the nurse. Seriously? Oh, I know it. Oh my God. So he would make sure to come over every single night on his way home from work and spend at least a half an hour. And he was always very, very happy to see me. And one day he came and he's like trying to be happy to be there and everything like that. And I'm like, what is going on? He's like, well, it's always a hard day in the ER when someone dies on the table. Well, yeah, you need a blowy. But on an aside, I'm sorry. I mean, doesn't that fix everything? But so a 35-year-old dad goes mountain biking, comes up vacationing with his young family and goes mountain biking, flips over. He's wearing a helmet, but he breaks his neck and dies on the table. And I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't do it. He's like, I know, but someone has to, and I can. I'm like, oh, honey, you need a blowing? Sorry. But he had a comedy shtick about being an RN, about what people stick up their butts. Is batshit crazy a diagnosis? Yeah, it's called BCD, batshit crazy disorder. So what I've realized is why old people are so fucking pissed off. I get it now, because I'm one of them. I totally fucking get it. Hamsters, gerbils, Coke bottles. Yes. Look, I have a video of it somewhere on one of my channels. I videoed it, but you know what? I was so pissed at myself because I did what I always do. There's a typo in the fucking you know. Hi King, how are you? You're not old. I mean, I get to say that. I'm old. I'm pretty sure I get to say that. I think I get to say I'm old if I want to. Yeah. Oh, because you're running into people who are neurodivergent, and we don't do the adulting thing. It just isn't a program that we have. The maturity thing is kind of more like for, I don't know. It depends on what you mean by maturity too. Maintaining like a childlike outlook on life, even after you've been fucked with and fucked over repeatedly through life. Okay, so what are you saying? I'm not old? When do I get to say I'm old, and when do I get to actually listen? The Second Amendment, let's talk about that. When do I get to actually use my Second Amendment? Look, the Second Amendment says we get to bear arms for like tyranny and stuff, but it doesn't give any further instructions on when we're supposed to use them and how exactly. Does anybody know? We get to bear arms, do we? Well, how and when do we get to use them? How and when do we get to actually enact our Second Amendment rights, which now we probably don't need to do now, thank God. You reverse age. Exactly. Exactly. Me too. Me too. It's crazy. What's your blood type? Oh, negative, I bet. A tattoo apprentice? Art is your life. I love it. I've met 90-year-olds I'd call young. Yes. Oh. See? How did I know? How did I know you owe negative? Baby. Alien, it's not that glamorous. Well, you know what? I want you to look someone up. Look up Rand Ortner. Look how long he spent painting that fucking wave. So realistic. It's like, dude, just take a picture of it. Just take a fucking picture of it, bro. But look at the prize he won. He won the priziest prize of all prizes for artists. So, listen, if you're called, if that's your calling, you must do it. Oh, she's leaving. It's Sunday, but I'm still parked in front of the mailboxes, and I'd rather move right in front of my own place. Yeah, cowboy, hey, listen, have a good time at the cow auction. Okay? Can I have a cow? Can I have one? Please. Please. A little one. I want one of those little a little fluffy Highlander cow I can ride around on. Please. Bob Olson. I've got to move my car. Bye.